Semantic value in Frege's oral semantic system is not something language or mind dependent or internal. When you say evening star is bright, what is bright is not the linguistic entity or your idea of evening star. Rather, it is the object that is bright. So in this semantic view, both evening star and morning star have the same reference or same semantic value, same meaning. But Frege, in his early book Begriffsschrift, actually his first book, Begriffsschrift, which is a book on logic and philosophy of mathematics, realized that there is a problem with this view. Even though these two sentences have the same semantic content, they have different cognitive values. They have the same semantic content because when you say morning star is morning star, what you are saying according to this view is nothing other than this object, which is the semantic value of this part, is this object. Or in the second sentence, again, what this sentence says, morning star is evening star, is that this object, semantic value of morning star, is this object, which is the semantic value of evening star. But they have different cognitive values. Even though the first one, morning star, is known a priori, the second one needs empirical justification, observation. Frege's solution to this problem in his early book Begriffsschrift is to treat identity as a relation between names. So according to this view, when you say morning star is evening star, that relation, identity relation, is not between the objects, but it is between linguistic expressions, names. But in his another work, Über Sinn und Bedeutung on sense and reference, which is one of the key articles in philosophy of language literature, Frege realized that there is a problem with this view. Identity, such an important relation, cannot be between names or linguistic expressions because they are arbitrary signs. When Babylonians discovered that morning star is evening star, the discovery was not about arbitrary signs. Instead, it was about the semantic content of morning star and evening star. So Frege proposed a new solution in his article on sense and reference. According to this solution, every linguistic expression has a sense in addition to its reference. Reference of evening star is the object referred, and sense of an expression is the way that object is presented. So sense is mode of presentation of the reference. Then, even though evening star and morning star are co-referential terms, which means that they have the same reference, their senses are different because evening star presents this object in a different way than morning star. They have different senses. The puzzle is solved. Those two sentences, morning star is morning star and morning star is evening star, have same contents because of the sameness of reference, and they have different cognitive values because of the difference between these two senses. They have different senses. In Frege's oral semantic system, if a linguistic expression is able to refer, there are expressions which are not able to refer, like Pegasus. Pegasus does not have a reference if there is no such object Pegasus in our ontology. But if they are able to refer, they have certain reference and sense types. Subject terms like proper names, definite descriptions. Aristotle is an example of proper name, or the author of Metaphysics, the author of Tractatus Logica Philosophicus, refer to an object, and their sense is the way those expressions present the object. Predicate terms like is a philosopher refer to a concept of being a philosopher. Concept is more logical entity, extension of logical entity, and the sense of a predicate term is the property. Sense of is a philosopher is the property of being a philosopher. Sentences have a reference and sense as well. Reference of a sentence is a truth value. A sentence may refer to true or false if it can refer, if it is able to refer. And the sense of a sentence is a thought proposition. So Aristotle is a philosopher refers to the true, and its sense is a thought or the proposition that is conveyed in communication when you say Aristotle is a philosopher. Or in another sentence, Trump is a philosopher refers to the value false. So sentences refer to true and false in Frege'nin semantics. That's the end of the identity puzzle part. So thanks for listening.